Hello, 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 everybody. We are back. It is Friday night. I am done with my work week. I'm relaxing in my pajamas. I had takeout Mexican food tonight. I had seafood molcajete, and my husband had jumbo bacon wrapped prawns. That's what we had for dinner tonight. It was delicious, but now I have been wanting to do bookshelf number 3 of organizing and unhauling of books that I'm not going to read or that I have duplicates by mistake with. And so we're going to get started on book number or shelf number 3. Tomorrow our town is having, for the first time, it's called an entire town yard sale. So the fairgrounds has got booths for $15 a booth, and they have 40 vendors set up in there, 40 people bringing their yard sale stuff there. And then there's like 47 homes in town. So you get a barcode and you scan it, and it takes you to all the different homes that are having yard sales. So there will be almost 90 vendors or 90 families having yard sales tomorrow. And so I'm going to go because I want to look for a bookshelf that's only like 2 shelves, like, or 3, a small bookshelf for my grandkids' books so that I can have the other 2 shelves. So, because I've got these 2 deep, and I would like to have them just single deep so that I can really look at them better. And if I found another one just like this, I might even just get that, because I realistically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelves of books. I've just got them double stacked. So that's what my plan is tomorrow. I hope I find something, and I hope I find something inexpensive, good quality. And anyways, I wanted to let you know, for my second book giveaway, the winner was Daphne over at My Mountain Home and Kitchen. And so she won the Agatha Christie. There's like 8 different books in this big jumbo one. And then she also won the Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride, which was a very popular book that was like on the #1 bestseller for last year. And so, Daphne, I'm going to see you next weekend anyway, so I'm going to bring your winnings to you next weekend. Nona Grace already got her winnings, and Melanie Grace, I sent yours out today, and it should be there by Tuesday. And Sandra McKenzie, you never got back to me. You never emailed me. So sorry, but you lost your giveaway. I gave it all to Melanie Grace. All right, so let's see what I have here that I want to keep or want to get rid of. So this book is called Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano. I don't know. It's supposed to be really good. And so I think I might pick that for the book club that I'm in to read. That might be one of my choices I pick. I'm not really sure yet. Next month I pick the book. So Danielle Steele, hardback cover, Message from Nome. This is one, look at how young Danielle Steele was there. This is one of her first books that she wrote, and I remember this book from way back when, and it was such a good book. Actually, this was one of the books that really got me back into reading. So it was at a free library, and I asked Jerry to get it for me, my friend. And so I'm going to reread that and put that on my bookshelf of my read books. I was really excited about that. The Bereaved. This is by Julia Park Tracy, and so here she is. And she's actually coming to our library next month, and to talk about this book. So I bought it so that I could read it before she came to the library for Author's Night. Based on her research into her grandfather's past as an adopted child, Julia Park Tracy has created a mesmerizing work of historical fiction illuminating the darkest side of the orphan train. Oh, and so it's based on her grandfather's life. So I definitely want to read that. And I want to go meet her. Eleanor Oliphant. I can't know how to say that. So my co-worker, Eleanor Oliphant, is completely fine. It was Reese Witherspoon's book club choice, and my coworker read it, and she said it was hysterical. She loved it. So it's supposed to be a funny book, so I'm going to hang on to that. The Frozen River is one of those in the top books for last year, for top 25 or whatever, I think. And so I've heard that this is really good. It was a Good Morning America book club. So definitely going to keep that one. Nicholas Sparks' The Best of Me. I think I bought this at the used bookstore. And I have read so much Nicholas Sparks way back in the day. I haven't read any of his recently. So I'd like to read another one of his. And I might have even read that one. I'm not sure, but I would like to read it again. Lori Foster, The Little Flower Shop, just looks cute and light. Like if I've had a couple hard books, this might be a nice book just to read. I got that at the used bookstore. And then Debbie Macomber, Tying the Knots. I haven't read her in ages. She's fluffier than Danielle Steele. She's very G-rated if you just want a light read and you don't want any cussing or hard sex, or I mean you don't want anything like that. Read a Debbie Macomber. She's very G-rated. Two great novels in one. I hate when they do that. I don't want to read two stories. But anyways, I might give that one away. I don't like that when they put two stories in one. Yeah, it's going to bye-bye. So that will go in for a drawing. So keep your ears open. I will give you a word to say if you want to try and win it later. So The Thornbirds, and it doesn't have the slip cover that goes on the top. I watched the movie way back in the day, the series, and I remember because I'm Catholic, the priest told us not to watch this, and I was like in 7th or 8th grade, and my parents said it was coming on TV, and I'm like, we can't watch it. Father O'Keefe said we can't watch it. So I think I watched, I don't think I've seen the whole thing though, honestly, but yeah. Okay, I saw this one at work, and I just thought it looked like a good book, The Last of the Moon Girls. So definitely want to try that one out. And then here we have Cheryl St. John, The Gunslinger's Bride. Kind of looks like a Harlequin romance. I think I got it for 25 cents at the bookstore. Another one of those that'll just be a nice, easy read if I've had, you know, some really dark books or something. And same with this. This one is a like a Harlequin romance. It's American romance. Oh, Harlequin, yeah. Mitch takes his wife, Anne Ross. Mitch takes a wife. Okay. And Agatha Christie, and then there were none, and I've never read an Agatha Christie, and I've heard that she is really good. I mean, she's passed away now, but it was $5.99 at like a used store, and I got it for 25 cents. So I will keep that one. All right, let's see. Oh, here is another Harlequin romance, Count Me In. And then another one, I must have got a bunch of these from somebody, Summer Lovin'. So I haven't read a Harlequin romance in like probably 25 years, so I don't know. We'll see. Out Stealing Horses. This was suggested to me by one of my good friends. So it was at the used bookstore as well. That's why I need to stay out of that used bookstore, because I just go in there and just buy all kinds of stuff, and then it's like, I don't read that fast. This one, Orange Blossom Way. I got that at the used bookstore. And Return to Me by Katie Winters. That came from the used bookstore. Oh, yeah. The Flower Sisters. I got that from my work, but it looks so good. And it's about 3 sisters, I think, back in the 40s. Yeah, I can't wait to read that one. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, yeah. Little Women. I found that in the free library as well. And, you know, I've never read Little Woman. Never. And, let's see. I read the first page and I was like, why have I never read this? Yeah. It says, Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents, grumbled Joe, laying on the rug. It's so dreadful to be poor, sighed Meg, looking down at her old dress. I don't think it's fair for some girls to have plenty of pretty things and other girls nothing at all. And it just caught my attention right away. And it's like, I've never read Little Women. So that was a freebie from the free library. Something in Stone, I believe I bought because Daphne from My Mountain Home and Kitchen did a review on this on our Thursday BookTube, and it is from mostly around Northern California. And so I was like, well, I want to read that. So I got that off of Amazon. And then I got this in the, when we had the blind book and a date, blind date with a book, yeah, at Valentine's, and it was in Ernest Hemingway, To Have and Not Have. I've never read any Ernest Hemingway, so I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try it out. Marianne Babson, Death Beside the Sea. Somebody told me to get that. I don't know why, but they did. And I think my friend that works at the used bookstore told me to get this one, Love Does. I don't know. And then this came from the used bookstore too. See, it's hard when they're just 50 cents or 25 cents a book, or fill up a bag for $2. The Emperor's Children just looked kind of interesting. So, why not? All right, let's see, what else do we have here? Loving Frank. Somebody told me to read this book. I don't remember who. It is by Nancy Horan. Okay. Oh, I like these kind of books. American Duchess. And that came from the used bookstore by Karen Harper. And I think I have read some of her books before. Now, this book was recommended by lots of people on a Facebook book club that I belong to, Mustard Seed. It's supposed to be about the depression, and it's supposed to be super good. So, I'll talk about that one. Emily of New Moon. That was in the youth section reading, and it just kind of looks interesting. After Emily Starr's father died, making her an orphan, Emily was shipped off to New Moon Farm, owned by her mother's snobbish relatives. Convinced she will hate her new life, Emily reluctantly tries to get along with her relatives and fit in at school. New Moon Farm is nothing like what she expected it will be, and nothing will ever be the same for her. While similar to the Annie of Green Gables stories, the Emily stories were much more autobiographical in nature and give a greater glimpse into Lucy Maud Montgomery's life and times. So there must be more than one. I'm going to have to look that up because I really don't know. We Are Not Ourselves by Matthew Thomas. Have no clue, but it looked, sometimes you know how you judge a book by its cover? That's exactly what I did there. Oh boy. The Perfect Son was recommended to me by my coworker. Actually, she gave me the book. She doesn't keep the books after she reads them. So she read it and then she gave it to me. And so we'll see. I want to say Kim Loves Artie suggested this book to me. Wanda and Brunister, A Cousin's Promise. I've never read any of the Amish books. And I've never read this series, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I bought this last October, and of course haven't touched it. And they have it for like every holiday. Who knew? So I might try to get into these. I don't know. Okay, I have the movie. I just got the movie. It's called It Starts With Us or It Ends With Us, one of the two, by Colleen Hoover. Okay, so Colleen Hoover was this big name. She was super popular last year. I read 2 of her books, and I did not really enjoy them. In the meantime, I had already bought this book. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. I hope so, because her other books were just okay, you know? My friend, again, that works at the Bookworm, she was our medical doctor and she retired and now she volunteers at the Bookworm. And she said this book was phenomenal, educated. And my boss's mother said she loved it as well. So I'm going to give it a try. Also, this book was like the #1 for this year so far in 2025 and James. And so I want to read that. And then this was at book club that I belong to as a library. And it says, my grandmother asked me to tell you she's sorry. And that was one of the books for one of the reads. And I didn't make it, but I already bought the book. So maybe I'll get to it. All right. Well, we're almost done with one whole row. And we've only put one aside. Not good. All right. Judy Blume, Summer Sisters. I like Judy Blume, so I don't know. We'll try it out. This one is called Horses Don't Lie. I got it at the library book sale that they have at Christmas time. And then this was called The Red Hat Club. And my friend Nicole told me I needed to get this book because she knew my mom used to belong to the Red Hat ladies. So I'll read it and see if it reminds me of my mama. Call the Canaries Home. I don't know. Somebody told me along the way to get this book. Have no idea. I have a lot of reading to do. All right. These were by Lucy Score. Another one of those authors that just went wild last year and everybody wanted to read her book. I read a couple of her books. I wasn't really impressed. And it says, this one is Things We Left Behind. Let me know if you've read it. Or Things We Hide from the Light. Let me know if you read it. Both by Lucy Score. I wasn't impressed with her reading. I'd already bought these books. We'll see. And her books are long, too. You know, they're like 400 pages, 500 pages. Quite a Year for Plums. I don't know why I have that book, but I do. And then this one is by Jodi Picoult, Salem Falls. I love Jodi Picoult. And I haven't read her for a long time. So I think I bought that at the used bookstore. And then also Jodi Picoult, this Plain Truth. So I like her books. And like I said, I haven't read any for a long, long time. So I've got some there I can be reading. So I need to. And then we have Watership Down. That was a classic way back in the day. And I just want to read it. Now, this book I've had for probably 10 years. Isn't that terrible? And I haven't read it. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. I have heard that it was such a good book. So I need to get reading on that book. And look what I have a duplicate of. Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. That makes 2 of those. So that goes in the pile for the giveaway. So we have 2 for the giveaway. This one is The Memory Keeper's Daughter. I've had this book forever and haven't read it. I got this one at Target. True Colors by Kristen Hanna. I love Kristen Hanna books. This is one of her older books, so hopefully I will like it and enjoy it. And let's see. Oh, this is Count to 4 by Dolly Smith, and this was a friend of mine. Here's Dolly, sweet Dolly. She passed away. She's not very much older than me. She's from my town. And she actually wrote a book about herself and all her mental struggles that she went through. And she said, she named it Count to 4 because that's what she would do, trying to calm her nerves and calm her anxiety. And I don't think you can buy this book anymore. It was on Amazon, but since she passed away, I think it's become no longer available. I'll always miss you, Dolly. She was such a wonderful lady. I loved her so much. And then this is Big Little Lies. Let me know if anybody's read this. This book is about probably 6 or 8 years old. And I bought it when it was brand new, and I couldn't wait to read it, and I never have. All right, we're almost done, you guys. This one is The Wife Between Us. Kind of like it looks like it's going to be a mystery. It looks good, so okay, I got that. Where the Heart Is. Oh, I love this book. This is, I've watched the movie over and over and over, and I just want to read the book again, too. And then The Forgiving Kind, Donna Everhart. You know, Donna is one of my favorite authors. So I want to read this one, too, because I don't think I've read that one. And what else do we have here? Beneath a Starless Sky. Doesn't the cover just look so beautiful? It's just like you just want to read it. You know what? Here's another Nicholas Sparks, A Bend in the Road. I'm going to have to look when I put them away. Man, I think, oh no, the other one was The Best of Me. Okay, so that's not a repeat. So I have 2 Nicholas Sparks to read. I did it again. Yep. Look what I got. The Forgiving Kind. The Forgiving Kind. Oh man, somebody can read along with me. This is going to go in to the giveaway. And when I do the giveaway, you're going to get all the books, not just one. You're getting all of them. The Sweet Gum Tree. I heard this was a really good book. And we're almost done, you guys. We're almost done. Love and Color. I saw somebody do a review on this one. It might have been Alex. I'm not sure. But they said they really liked it. So there we go. The Trouble with Lexi. I bought this at the airport. Like, I don't even know how many years ago. And never read it. And then this one is Summer at the Garden Cafe. $2 mark on there. That looks like a Dollar General book. So I might read that. That looks good to me. All right. And the last 3 books is one for the Blackbird and one for the Crow. On my book club online on Facebook, they said this book was super good. And then The Girls with No Names. Seems like it's going to be very sad, but it's kind of my type of book I like. And then the Book Woman of Troublesome Creek. I think Nina from the Stephen Nina show. I think Nina is the one who suggested that to me. All right. So if you want to be in the giveaway for these 3 books, and if you've already won my giveaway, I don't care. You can be in another one. So Nona, Melanie, Daphne, if you want to be in this giveaway, please feel free to enter. I don't mind having you in it again. I mean, a person never has too many books, right? Everybody loves books. So, The Forgiving Kind, Eleanor is completely fine, and a Debbie McCumber. Okay, so in the comments below, hashtag spring, just hashtag spring anywhere, and I will put you in the drawing, and I will let you know on Thursday BookTube who won these 3 books. All right, so another bookshelf down. I'm gonna dust it off really good and put them back really nice. And I'm probably gonna have to go into bookshelf number 4 to put them. So I hope I find a bookshelf tomorrow at the yard sales. All right, you guys have a great day. Take care. Have a great weekend, and I shall talk to you later. Bye-bye.